what's going on, folks? J-Pod here, bringing you another fantastic gameplay commentary, and today we are going to be breaking down the Division's Darkzone PvP area. Yes, the hype is real for the Darkzone. However, you can't just run into the Darkzone and expect to accomplish anything. Half the time, with that mentality, you're going to go in there and die. Repeatedly die. So, hopefully, these few tips will get you up to speed on how to be somewhat efficient into the Darkzone. So, first thing is first, grab a good gun. This is very, very important. If you're going to be playing in the PvP area, you need a good gun. You need a good baseline position to at least be able to hold your own in any firefight, whether it's against an NPC, a world flamethrower boss, or just some asshole trying to take your loot. So here today, we went ahead and bought the Military 870 shotgun. This is a legendary weapon, and pretty much we're just going to go ahead and set it up. I'm going to slap an angled grip on it. This is going to help stability and hip fire accuracy. Now, a lot of these attachments are very important, and they're important because they are going to fit your play style. They are going to fit the way you like to play. So be sure to take your time and really scrutinize these options on some of these attachments, whether it's a scope, whether it's a grip, whether it's a magazine spring. Pay attention to the options that you have, because the only way you're going to get better is to have a weapon that is set up to help you get better. If you're going to run into the Darkzone and just count on a green weapon or a blue rare weapon to, help you get through the game, no. It doesn't work that way. Biggest priority, set your arsenal up. That is one of the biggest tips I can give you, is make sure you have good weapons. All right, so with that out of the way, you got your mods on, you got your attachments on. Now it's time to loot. So here we see we got just a random guy. This is another big tip I can give you, is do not go into the Darkzone solo. Just remember this phrase, Darkzone solo, big no-no. Just remember that, because you will learn from experience it's not as fun if you're going to go and just play the game solo. But today we are going to play solo, and we're going to try and create a squad. So that's one of the biggest tips I can give you, is if you see a random guy or gal also solo, go up to him, give him a simple emote, whether it's a wave or a jumping jack or a surrender. Be humorous. That's one of the biggest things I found, is to go ahead and break the ice. Be funny, make a first impression about yourself, and then maybe send them a group invite into your squad. 9 times out of 10, if they're solo, they will join your squad. So let's go ahead and loot the subway. As you can see here, we're just going to hopefully come across some NPCs, but the biggest thing is to loot the subway. You never know what is going to be down here in the subway. There could be something good, there could be really not much anything at all. Who knows? But the only way to find out is to go look. Okay, so now we're on our way to achieving some sweet loot. All you can do is just going into certain areas and taking a gander. I'm more of an explorative kind of guy. All the way back to The Last of Us, I absolutely love the pillaging and exploring feature. Fallout 4, a lot of games like that, they're an acquired taste, but if you do have that taste and you're into that kind of style, then loot-driven shooters like Tom Clancy's The Division, you should feel right at home. Alright, so now we're going to backtrack here, because I think I would rather go this way, because I think we can go downstairs. Yeah, we got another level to go downstairs. We're not done looting. We're going to loot this subway, and what's next on the agenda is trying to extract it. That is probably, arguably, the most difficult thing to do. There's a lot of assholes out there. As soon as you start an extraction, the whole world comes running. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and break this situation down. Looks like we got a few baddies. Looks like we got the cleaners down into the subway. I'm not sure if that was a cleaner or not. I don't see. Oh my god. Okay, so another big tip. do not take the rushers on unless you are well equipped with some form of a weapon to be able to handle it, because if you try and take a rusher, or some people like to call them a ball batter, you know, there's a different rusher class in every faction. So here, since it's the cleaners, you're going to have a fire axe rusher. Watch out for them guys. They are assholes, they are relentless, and they have no sign of fear. They will run at you until you die. So make sure to drop back, give yourself some distance, and then take out the target. Now, moving on to the less conventional baddies. I like calling them baddies. I don't. It's kind of an old school word. I don't know. If you were born after 1998, you know, it's probably, you know, doesn't really make so much sense. But yes, the cleaners. We're going to go ahead and slowly work on these guys. As you can see right in front of me there, I have a piece of rare loot. And who knows what it could be. It could be a weapon. It could be a piece of gear. It could be jack shit. But still, I'm interested, so I need to slowly work on these guys. Another thing to pay attention is their life bar, how much shield they have, how much, if they're a yellow bar, I call them majors, and that's kind of something that carried over from Destiny, captains, majors. Anytime they have a yellow health bar, you know they're going to require a lot more to be taken down. So let's go ahead and move up. Slowly taking these guys out. I've got some crossfire going. I don't know where the fuck it's coming. Now I need to drop back again. Another thing to look at are your health boxes. Always keep an eye on your health boxes. Also, a talent or a skill and a perk. You know, we really don't have any access to much of those options into this beta, but it definitely helps to maybe keep the health regen skill. That's very, very helpful in situations like this. But yes, if you didn't restock out of the vendor and you're going into, you know, a firefight of this magnitude with no health boxes, is pretty much what I did. Not for any reason, just because I'm a dumbass and I forgot to grab some health boxes. I mean, you definitely want to go to these vendors, these Darkzone vendors, and hit your resupply boxes. There's also a safe house vendor that you can also resupply from. He's on the north side of the beta map. But that's neither here nor now. So slowly working on these guys. Sometimes this can drag out to a little longer than what you want. But, you know, with this sentry drone, now look at what we have here. Looks like we have a friendly right next to us. I didn't even know he was here. He could have been helping me with the fight the entire time. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to him and I'm going to send him a squad invite. This is very, very important because, like I said, Darkzone solo, a big no-no. Remember that. I think a lot of people have realized by now, strength in numbers, especially for the Darkzone. So, as we can see here, we're clearly coming across some pretty good loot. I'm not going to cry about it. I mean, I would obviously like to have some guns and whatnot, but, you know, nobody's going to cry over spilt milk. I'll take what I can get. So, another thing about loot is you got to go in every little corner. You got to check out everything. You know, you can't just run and gun and hopefully you see it out of the corner of your eye. It really doesn't work that way. You're going to have to physically go into these dark areas if you want the loot. If you want to run and gun and you see it, awesome. If you don't, you know, just keep moving on. As you can clearly tell here, I'm trying to scrutinize every position of the map because I really don't feel like I'm done looting down here. You know, I feel like there's still something good, and this is the kind of mentality that you have to have in a loot-driven shooter. Because if I came down here and I didn't really come after anything, or if I didn't come out with anything, I'm going to feel that this time was completely wasted and, you know, fuck going back down into the subway. But that's not the case with this playthrough. We found some loot and now we need to get it extracted. Also, the gentleman behind me has joined our squad, so now we are a little stronger in this faction. You know, we're going to call this faction J-Pot, and we're going to try and extract this gear. So now I think we're done down here. I'm just going to check a few more corners. Nothing. Looks good. I don't think he's going to see anything either. So, yeah, we can pretty much call it a wrap-up down here. Let's go ahead and try, emphasis on try and extract this loot. So, I'm going to check this corner. I think we're already in here once. Yeah, let's just go ahead and turn around. Very good. Where's my partner? I think he's still kind of checking a few areas as well, you know, because you really want to justify your time when it comes to looting, you know, because that's especially a part of a loot-driven shooter like The Division. You really want to take your time. You want to find every piece of loot that you can find because you don't want to waste that extraction. You know, personally, you want to be maxed out in your gear. You know, obviously in the beta, we can only hold 6 items. Now, that could be a hat and some gear and a weapon. That could be all clothing cosmetics. That could be all weapons. There's no justification on size, volume, or anything like that. It's 6 items is 6 items. So every now and then, you're going to have to go into your bag and dismantle your crap, is what we're going to call it today. Dismantle your crap. Sometimes your crap could consist of something that you already have or a piece of uncommon loot. You know, you really don't need this stuff. So if you come across something that you do need, be sure to make room for it. Now, another thing with extractions, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have an enemy faction try and make your extraction a little more difficult. Biggest tip I can give, throw out your sentry drone, your sentry turret. That really takes the edge off of these faction guys. You know, here we got a sniper over in the corner. I am going to go ahead and work on the flank. Make sure to keep an eye on your timer. As you can tell here, we have less than 60 seconds, so you definitely want to keep an eye on your timer because that's going to justify what kind of scenario you're going to be coming across. Here, we have all of this time, so I have plenty of time to go and find some more loot. Here, for example, we found a pair of hiking boots. Unfortunately, I am going to have to dismantle something. Here's a good example. We have this level 18 adjustable mask. It's pretty much garbage. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap that and grab this piece of gear because I think that's what everybody's after is cosmetic. For some reason, there's nothing more gratifying than finding that cool piece of jacket or that awesome trapper hat or, you know, a pom-pom beanie. You know, there's nothing more gratifying than finding something to decorate your character with. It's always a lot of fun. So as you can tell here, we are just now finishing with the extraction time duration. I'm going to go ahead and polish off this NPC, and we are going to, hell, we got a ball bat rusher there. We're not even going to pick that up. Actually, we can't pick it up. But yes, looks like we had a successful extraction today, guys. I hope today's video was helpful. You know, I really want players to understand how the Darkzone is meant to be played. And actually, there's no real way to play. You play the way how you fucking want to play it, folks. If you want to go rogue and just go in there and kill people, the game gives you the option to do that. But if you want to be a team player, put a squad together from scrap, you know, you can do that as well. Or you can just play the whole thing solo. But in my opinion, Darkzone solo, a big no-no. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe for more top-notch Division content. And don't forget, always end the video with a nice little golf clap. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.